فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبين
between 5 and 6 p.m. each day of Ramadan, continues from the 13th ayah of Surah Mujadila. Our Sheikh Professor Abdullah Lukuno conduct the Tafseer, while Ustaz Abdulmumin Yaqub beside the program for us, inshallah. We stream live on Facebook at Timsan every day.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أشفقتم أن تقدموا بين يدي نجواكم صدقات فإذ لم تفعلوا وتاب الله عليكم فأقيموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة وأطيعوا الله ورسوله والله خبير بما تعملون.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة ما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا ناجيتم الرسول فقدموا بين يدي نجويكم صدقة ذلك خير لكم وأطهر فإن لم تجدوا فإن الله غفور رحيم. أشفقتم أن تقدموا بين يدي نجويكم صدقة فإذا لم تفعلوا وتاب الله عليكم وأقيموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة وأطيعوا الله ورسوله والله خبير بما تعملون. Allah Ta'ala is not telling us. It's very good and it's going to purify you and it's going to be good for you that before you go and have conversation with the Prophet ﷺ, you go and give charity, sadaqah, before it. When this was revealed, a lot of Sahabats couldn't do it. Some, they are rich, but they see it. All the time I will be spending my money. Some are looking at it that they don't have the money. What they will give, will it be pleasing to the Prophet or not? All these are there. Then Allah is now saying, Ashfaqtum an tuqaddimu bayna yaday najwaykum sadaqah. Ashfaqtum, is it difficult for you that you go and give sadaqah to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? If you are not able to do it, fataballahu alaykum. Allah has forgiven you. Allah has accepted the repentance that you are not able to do it. Faqimu salata wa atu zakata wa ati'u Allah wa rasulah. Continue to observe your daily prayers. Continue to give your zakah. Then obey the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and obey Allah before you obey the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Wa ati'u Allah wa ati'u rasulah. Wallahu bima ta'maluna khabir. Whatever you do in all the time, Allah knows very well. Allah has said this. A lot of ulamas believe that this particular verse abrogates the verse that is saying, but that one is compulsory. But this particular one abrogates it. Which means if you don't have, you don't have to. But like I said yesterday, a Muslim should try his best every day to give sadaqah. Because every day you converse with the Prophet. Minimum, when you are in Salah and you are doing At-Tahiyyah, it's At-Tahiyyatu Lillah, Azakiyatu Lillah, At-Tayyibatu Salawatu Lillah, Assalamu alayka ayyuhan Nabi'u. This is a conversation. Even though you are making salawat to the Prophet, first person, second person singular, this one is a conversation of a sort. And if you know that in the whole Salah you are with the Prophet, then you now know that it's very important to give sadaqah on daily basis. Don't look at it that is small. Whatever is small, if Allah accepts it, it has become big. Whatever is big, if Allah does not accept it, it is nothing. So may Allah assist all of us. أشفقتم أن تقدموا بين يدي نجوكم صدقة وإذ لم تفعلوا وتاب الله عليكم فأقيموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة وآتوا الله ورسوله والله خبير. Allah is well informed, because whatever you are going to do is either your hand is doing it, or your eyes are doing it, or your ears are doing it, or your mind is doing it. All take permission from Allah before these organs take the information and translate it magnetically to your brain for you to understand it.
ألم تر إلى الذين تولوا قوما غضب الله عليهم ما هم منكم ولا منهم ويحلفون على الكذب وهم يعلمون.
ألم تر إلى الذين تولوا قوما غضب الله عليهم ما هم منكم ولا منهم ويخلفون على الكذب وهم يعلمون. Allah is now telling us, after telling us how do we behave with the Prophet ﷺ, how do we talk to him. We know that we are supposed to give sadaqah before we talk to him. We couldn't. Now that we are going, then we should go with respect and humility. Then there are people that are coming to the Prophet ﷺ. They are not sincere, and Allah knows them. The Prophet knows them. That's why Allah is telling us now. Alam tara, O Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ya Muhammad, alam tara, don't you see? Alam tara ila allazina tawallaw. These people that tawallaw, that rely and give reliance and assistance. Qawman ghadiba Allahu alayhim. People that Allah is angered with. Alam tara ila allazina tawallaw qawman ghadiba Allahu alayhim. Ma hum minkum. These people, they are coming to you, but they are not part of you. Wala minhum. And they go to them to rely on them. They are not part of them. Wa halifuna ala al-kadhib. And they go ahead to swear with Allah. In aradna ila al-husna. There is nothing we want, but it's goodness that we want. Allah says, all this they are swearing. Ya halifuna ala al-kadhib. They are swearing to a lie. Wa hum ya'lamun. They know that they are lying, and they are swearing even in their lie. Here, Allah is warning us. At the time of the Prophet ﷺ, there were those that used to come to the Prophet ﷺ. They are called the munafiq. The munafiq is somebody who shows love to you because you are now powerful. He cannot show you that he doesn't love you. Who shows that he's with you because you are now powerful. There's nothing he can do but to show that to you. And that's why in Mecca there were no munafiqs. In Mecca, Islam was weak. Because Islam was weak in Mecca, anybody that doesn't like Islam, just say it, he doesn't care. What's going to happen to him? Nothing. But immediately the Prophet came to Medina, almost every house in Medina had one Muslim that loves the Prophet. Then there is this man called Ibn Ubay. This Ibn Salul, Ibn Ubay. This man, he was being considered to be the king of Medina. And people were already gathering in his house that he's going to be made to be the king of Medina. It was in that situation the Prophet came in. Everybody forgot about that because the Prophet is now here. Which king are you having? Where you have a prophet taking message from Allah, telling you how to live your life. Which king is that? Because of that, he had to accept the Prophet because it is going to be the meaning for him if people reject him. So for people to still accept him, he accepted the Prophet. But he's not happy that he was not made a king. From then on, he doesn't like the Prophet. And he has a son, Abdullah bin Ubay bin Salul. This Abdullah bin Ubay is a Muslim who is very strong in his faith. And he knows what his father is doing. So these are the kind of people that Allah is telling us about. They come to the Prophet ﷺ. When they come to him, they greet him. The Prophet ﷺ knows, but he receives their greetings. as they greet him, the way they greet him, he will receive it like that. Yesterday we saw where the Jews, they come to the Prophet ﷺ and say, Assam alaikum. And he will just say, Wa alaikum. He knows that they are abusing him. But since they pretend, he overlooks it. To the extent that one day, said that Aisha, our mother, was telling the Prophet ﷺ, this man that comes to you, what kind of person he is? So that one said yes. The mouth is satanic mouth. The mind is satanic mind, sir. But yet he came to talk to you, to greet you and receive him well, sir. I have to. Because that is the character. Anybody that comes to your house, he has entered your house, you have to respect that person, even if it's a munafiq. So in this issue, Abdullah bin Ubay bin Salul, he loves the Prophet very well. So one day, he told the Prophet ﷺ, he said, oh Prophet, he said, yes. You know how my father is. You know the kind of person he is. I am not happy. But assist me. He said, what do you want? He said, when you drink water, give me the remaining. So that I can go and give him. If he takes it, it can repair his heart. Prophet ﷺ said, okay. Drank water, gave the remaining to Abdullah bin Ubay bin Salul. He took it to the father and told the father, he said, please, I want you to take this water. Sir, which water is it that I must take, that you are bringing with special water? He says, it's the remainder of what the Prophet took. He said, oh, that's what you want me to take? He said, yes. Go and bring me the urine of your mother. Between him and the son, this is how much he hated the Prophet. But he will never say it outside. Go and bring me the urine of your mother. Abdullah became so pained. He came to the Prophet ﷺ, said, oh Prophet, said, my father's issue is worse than I thought. But assist me. Any day he has done something that he has to be killed, allow me to be the one to kill him. Why? Why will I ask you to go and kill your father? He said, I don't want another Muslim to kill him, and I will have something in my mind against a Muslim over a munafiq. My father is a munafiq. If a Muslim kill him rightly, I don't want to feel anything in my mind against another person over somebody who is a munafiq. The Prophet will go. Don't do anything to your father. Be nice to him. Be dutiful to him as you used to be dutiful to him. And take care of him until Allah separate the two of you. This is how the Prophet used to give advice. So this is how the munafiq are. Allah is telling us, Alam tara illa alladhina tawallaw qawman ghadiba Allahu alayhim. They take them as their wali, tawallaw. وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا فَإِنَّ حِزْبَ اللَّهِ هُمُ الْغَالِبُونَ. There are people that they depend on Allah, they rely on the Prophet, they rely on the Mu'min. These ones, they rely on the enemies of Allah. And here, Allah said, they are not part of you and you are not part of them. وَيَخْلِفُونَ عَلَى الْكَذِبِ. And they will swear to you that they are part of you. Why are they swearing? Allah will tell us why they are swearing. But there is one thing important here. Allah is saying, قَوْمًا غَضِبَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِمْ. What is ghadib? Anger. What do you say when you are in your Fatiha Kitab, when you are saying Fatiha? He said, غَيْرِ الْمَغْضُوبِ عَلَيْهِمْ. Allah, take me to the path, Sirat al-Mustaqim. غَيْرِ الْمَغْضُوبِ عَلَيْهِمْ. Not the path of those that have angered you, that you are angered with. But what are we doing today, we Muslims? It is those same people that we want to take to their path. Somebody wants to have a culture of the West. He wants to dress for people to see them that he has been to the West. You even have some Muslims. They think that it is something for them to say, okay, I have visited Europe. I have visited United States. They think it's something. Do you have common sense? Huh? If you go for Umrah, you go for Hajj, and you are saying it, I understand it, but I just returned from here, and so what? What is the United States? What is there? Our mother said that with kiss. She used to tell some women that came to them, when they came to her, sir, we are traveling. Where are you going, sir? We want to go to Dubai. We want to say, all of you sit down. Every time you come, you want to go to Dubai. What is in Dubai? No, he said, this is a shame. She will tell them, you are talking of Dubai. If you say you want to go to Mecca, you want to go to Medina, you want to go to Fars, you want to go and visit Sheikh Ibrahim Niasse, I understand. But you want to go to Dubai. What is Dubai? What is there? Is it more than buildings and roads? So this is, Muslims should be very careful. That's why Allah is saying, Alam tara ila alladhina tawallaw qawman ghadiba Allahu alayhim. Tawallaw means you rely on them, you trust them, you give them your affairs to run for you. So you now take your money, you go to US, you buy shares there, you buy a house there. That's why you're going to do your holidays. You're already relying on them. Even though American citizens are not necessarily the ones that are a problem, but your thought is that they are better than where you are. And who told you that? Nigeria is by far better than America, by far. Even though there are Muslims in the US. Because the amount of Quran being recited in Nigeria is not recited anywhere in that part of the world. When you wake up, you hear somebody calling Salat. When you are going, you find somebody holding rosary, making zikr. Therefore, there are places that you dare not even call Salah. These are the places that is taking your mind. Allah is telling us, they are not part of you. Why do you want to be part of them? That's why when somebody asks me what's the problem of Muslims, I said, they are their problems. You give the rope of your neck to Allah to take to the right path. As Allah is taking you to the right path, or He gives to the angel to take you to the right path, you are going to the wrong direction. Then you will suffer. Your neck will suffer. That's why we are neither here nor there. Our method of governance is borrowed, is imported. Our way of dressing is imported. Our vehicle is imported. Even our food is imported. Even the skins that our women want to wear is imported. The hair they want to wear is imported. All of us, let us know who we rely on. If you have to have a pride, let your pride be in Quran. Yet let your pride be in the love of the Prophet ﷺ. Let your pride be in the fact that you are a Muslim. This Islam that Allah has given you, if you know the cost of it, you will not go to people that Allah doesn't want to see. Ma hum minkum wala minhum. Those who will never accept you as part of them. You say you are with us. Allah says you are not with us. So don't keep swearing that, oh yeah, you are doing that. You are doing this. You are doing this. Allah said all this you're swearing is swearing of lying. In Aradna illa al-husni. We are just going there because we want our children to receive education. There is no education that you cannot receive in this country. This is Ahmad Bello University. Anybody who was in the university here in the 70s, like us, he will know that there were Polish, there were Americans, there were European students here. Students, just like there were lecturers. They seek admission and they come here to have their university, to have their degree. This same university. So which education you are going that you cannot get? If you feel that this education is so important, get that scholar. Build the lab here and bring them here. That's why it's also a shame that our big people are going outside for their health. By now, you still have to go outside. You can't build a good hospital, train your doctors to that level, or what is it that our doctors don't know? So anybody that is swearing that we are going to these places because of this, this swearing is a lie. You know it within yourself. Those that did not go, what happened to them? May Allah forgive all of us.
أعد الله لهم عذابا شديدا إنهم ساء ما كانوا يعملون.
أعد الله لهم عذابا شديدا إنهم ساء ما كانوا يعملون. أعد الله لهم. Allah has kept for them, prepared for them, adhaban shadida, punishment that is very strong, punishment that is very severe. Innahum, this people, sa'a, what an evil work that they engage in. Anybody that wants to rely on enemies of Islam is doing an evil work. The Prophet ﷺ did not teach us how to tie roads, how to build houses, how to make cars. They live their life and they live their life pleased with Allah. Allah pleased with them. We should also try to do that. If not, those people that said they are going to rely on these enemies of Islam, Allah said, I have prepared for them waiting severe punishments. What they were doing, sa'a, is evil indeed.
اتخذوا أيمانهم جنة فصدوا عن سبيل الله فلهم عذاب مهين.
اتخذوا أيمانهم جنة فصدوا عن سبيل الله ولهم عذاب مهين. Allah is telling us, these people, whenever you are talking to them, I swear, if I don't go to this place, that's where you can have the best medical care. If I don't go to this place, I might have to send my children there. That's where they will get the best education. I have to do this, I have to do that. They will be swearing to you. Why are they swearing? اتخذوا أيمانهم جنة. They are swearing and using their swearing as a protection, as something to protect them from you, so that you don't believe that they are part of them. Like a shield. Junnatan is a shield that you put between you. Fasaddu an sabilillah. They go ahead by their action, also block the path of Allah. The other people that see them will say, oh, this man did this. Let me do it. Your children, they are going to Egypt. What are they going for? They are going to study Quran. I know. They are going to Britain. Even if it's English, you can study it here. We are speaking English. We didn't have to go to Britain. All these things, let us learn it. Let's not rely on them. All this that they block people from getting to Allah by their own actions, Allah said, all this is bad. Let us try to avoid it. Walahum azabun muhin. Because of that, they will have punishment. Not only punishment in the hereafter, even in this world. Which kind of punishment? Punishment that is disgraceful punishment. Muhinun, humiliating, disgraceful. Most of them that did that, where are their children today? I know of somebody in the First Republic that paid for the education of his children up to university level as a trust with some people in Britain. The children were doing their primary school there. In the First Republic. I don't want to call names. At least two of them that I know. None of their children today is anything in this country. And the children had to still come back to Nigeria at the end of the day. None of their children became anything in this country. So what were you looking for? You took the money of your own country that belongs to your own country, that is meant to develop your own country. That's in the First Republic. I'm talking of as far back as 1965, 64, 65. These are my own friends that I know that their parents paid full tuition and accommodation in a trust for them abroad. But today, some of them finished, some of them did not finish, but none of them has a name today in Nigeria, not even in their local government. So what have you achieved? So don't swear that you want this because you want the best for your children. What are other people's children? Are your children going to live in isolation of other people's children? So when our people are, anybody is thinking of building these schools that you pay through your nose to send your children, ask yourself, where are they coming back to live? Are they going to come and live in isolation or go to a GRA where there is a work for only rich people? We still do that, and at the end you find the best in JAM, the best in WIAC is still not from these schools. Let us try to care for the people of Islam, for the people of Allah, for the people of the Prophet ﷺ. Allah is telling us, these people, what they are doing is not good. They are going to have humiliating punishment in this world and hereafter.
لن تغني عنهم أموالهم ولا أولادهم من الله شيئا أولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون
لن تغني عنهم أموالهم ولا أولادهم من الله شيئا أولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون. Allah is telling us, لن تغني عنهم أموالهم ولا أولادهم. These people that are always bent on supporting the enemies of Allah, they are munafiqs. Most of the time, you find that they are rich people. You find that they are the ones that have children. Even if it's one child they have, they believe their child is above others. Allah said, this is their wealth that they hold so valuable that that is leading them away. These are their children that they hold so valuable that is leading them away. It will not suffice them in any manner when they come to Allah. These people, as if the time they are doing this, they have taken friendship with hell. Ashabu. When you say companion, somebody that you take as a friend, they've taken fire as their friend. This is where they are going to abide forever. So why will a person do that? So don't allow your riches and your children to be the source of your going away from Allah. Because always, whenever you see there's a problem, it's because there is a blessing Allah has put there. If a person is not rich, you will not start thinking of, my children cannot go to this school. They have to go to that school. In the 60s, like I said, there was no private school. The first private school in the north that was known was this capital school. Before, there was no private school. Everybody is going to the same primary school, the same secondary school. Then the Christian missionaries came and they started their own school. When they started their own school, people don't want their children to go to missionary school because they would try to lure them into Christianity. But today, those government schools that trained all those that are our leaders today, they have abandoned it. They are going to private schools that they themselves were not trained with it. You have a president who is saying you cannot take your children abroad, but his children are abroad studying. All these things, let us not allow that when Allah gives us gift of money, what comes to our mind is to show that we are different from other people. We want to show we are better. Who told you that you are better? When Allah gives you children, you want to show that you are better than other people. Who told you you are better? Innama amwalukum wa awladukum fitna. Your wealth and your children are a test from Allah. So, like me, their wealth and their money and their children will not suffice with Allah in any way. These people have taken friendship with hell, and they will go there and stay there forever.
يوم يبعثهم الله جميعا فيحلفون له كما يحلفون لكم ويحسبون أنهم على شيء ألا إنهم هم الكاذبون
يوم يبعثهم الله جميعا فيحلفون له كما يحلفون لكم ويحسبون أنهم على شيء ألا إنهم هم الكاذبون. Allah is telling us something that is very funny and very interesting here. These people in this world, as munafiq, they have taken swearing as a protection, as the screen between them and us. When they swear, we believe them. Whatever they tell us, we say they are telling the truth. So they are used to swearing, used to telling lies, and it has become part of their habit. The day Allah is going to gather all of us. Yawma asmullahu jami'an. A day when Allah will gather all of them. This munafiq and those that they rely on. Wa yakhlifuna lahu kama yakhlifuna lakum. They will go ahead and start swearing to Allah as they used to swear to you. Because they believe the way they swear to you and you believe them. If they swear to Allah, Allah will believe them because they are gotten used to swearing of lies. وَيَحْسَبُونَ أَنَّهُمْ عَلَى شَيْءٍ. They will reckon that they are on something since they can also go there and swear. وَيَحْلِفُونَ عَلَى الْكَذِبِ وَيَحْسَبُونَ أَنَّهُم عَلَى شَيْءٍ أَلَا إِنَّهُمْ هُمُ الْكَاذِبُونَ. Allah said, will I not tell you? They are the liars. All the time they were lying, Allah knows. It is you that don't differentiate between they are talking and they are lying. Even though some people can know, لَتَعْرِفَنَّهُمْ فِي لَحْنِ الْقَوْلِ. Allah said in another place, there are people that by the way you speak, they know you are lying. There are those that by the way you even talk, they can see the difference between your speech and your mind. You are the one that don't know it. But on the day of judgment, Allah will tell them openly, Allah innahum humul kazibun. They are indeed the ones that are liars. Some of them will come to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They will say, إذا جاءك المنافقون قالوا نشهد إنك لرسول الله. Allah said, والله يعلم إنك لرسوله والله يشهد إن المنافقين لكاذبون. When they come to you, O Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they will say, we bear witness, you are the Prophet of Allah. Who is like you? Some of them will praise the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah said, Allah knows you are his prophet. Allah bears witness. These people are liars. So if you think Allah does not know, Allah knows. There is a big malam in this country that used to do Maulud. He even used to write poems in Maulud Day. He even came one time and said, not only Maulud of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, even Maulud of Anabi Isa, when the Christians are doing it, everybody should participate. But when Allah wanted to show that this person has always been a munafiq, by the time he became powerful and he believed he can say what he has to say, he came out and said, even the Maulid of the Prophet is bid'ah. Because he was now powerful. He believed his power, whenever he says everybody must believe in him. But he underestimated the faith of people that love Allah and the Prophet. And today, Allah has brought shame on him and his family. So here, let us be very careful. Don't cultivate a bad habit because it will follow you. That's why if you are used to saying La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, the day you are going to die, it will also be easy for you to say La ilaha illallah. If what you are used to saying is bid'ah, 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 the day you are going to die, you will be saying bid'ah, bid'ah, bid'ah.
استحوذ عليهم الشيطان فأنساهم ذكر الله أولئك حزب الشيطان ألا إن حزب الشيطان هم الخاسرون
استحوذ عليهم الشيطان فأنساهم ذكر الله أولئك حزب الشيطان ألا إن حزب الشيطان هم الخاسرون. Allah Ta'ala is now telling us, why is this people behaving like this? Why are they like that? استحوذ عليهم الشيطان. Allah has taken possession of them completely. And by that, فأنساهم ذكر الله, he made them to forget about remembrance of Allah, about zikr of Allah. These people, أولئك حزب الشيطان, they are the parties of Satan. And let me tell you, Allah, inna hizba shaitan, the parties of Satan, humul khasirun, they are the losers. Whatever temporary gains they have, they are the losers. Netanyahu, Trump, all these people surrounding them, wallahi, they will lose. Allah will humiliate all of them. No matter the temporary success they think they have. Gulibati Rum, fi adnal ard, wa hum min ba'di galibihim sayaglibun. They will be defeated. Here, when you say istahawaza, house is to take possession of something. Allah is saying that Satan has taken possession of them because Satan has promised, لا يأتينهم من بين أيديهم ومن خلفهم وعن أيمانهم وعن شمائلهم ولا تجد أكثرهم شاكرين. Allah said Satan has promised that he is going to come to them in front of them, behind them, by their right, by their left. Allah will find that most of them are not grateful. So ingratitude is the beginning. When Allah gives you something, don't look down on it. Allah is the one that gave you. If you know that Allah is the one that gave you a penny, that penny can give you 1 billion. If you don't know that Allah is the one that gave you a billion, that billion cannot do what a penny can do. Here, that's what Allah is telling us. Satan has taken over their hands, has taken over their legs, has taken over their eyes, has taken over their hearing, has taken over their mind. Just like the wali of Allah, Allah too has taken over all those things. Man adali waliyan, faqad azantuhu bil haqq. Allah said, whoever will go into enmity with my own, the one that relies on me as his protector, as his guardian, that does not rely on anything but me, I have called that person to war because he's relying on something else. وَمَا تَقَرَّبَ إِلَيَّ عَبْدِي بِشَيْءٍ أَحَبَّ إِلَيَّ مِمَّا افْتَرَضْتُهُ عَلَيْهِ. My servant cannot come close to me better than what there is nothing I would love better that he comes close to me with what I have made compulsory on him. Obligations, go and do it. وَلَا يَزَالُ يَتَقَرَّبَ إِلَيَّ بِالنَّوَافِلِ حَتَّى أُحِبَّهُ. He will not desist in coming close to me, doing voluntary work, not one that I say is obligatory, voluntary by himself. Oh, let me make zikr. Let me do fasting. Let me say la ilaha illallah. Let me go and give sadaqah. Let me go and look after somebody's children. So that Allah will love me. He said, until I love him. If I love him, said, I take over his hearing. I took over his seeing. I took over his hand. And I took over his legs. I took over everything. On the other hand, those that Satan also go to, Satan also take possession of them. So when Allah is taking possession of you and your tongue cannot do anything but la ilaha illallah, salatu and the Prophet, istighfar. The other one, his tongue cannot do anything but bid'ah. So let us know, who are we working for? Like I said the other day, the king of Saudi Arabia came out to say that Wahhabism was a brainchild of Americans and the British, that they have finished their work. Hillary Clinton came in CNN some years ago to say that Al-Qaeda is the brainchild of CIA. But people believe all the while that Al-Qaeda are mujahideen that are fighting for Allah and Prophet, but they say it's their own brainchild. So be very careful. Anybody that is abusing another Muslim, that is taking Muslims into enmity, like this Boko Haram, like these kidnappers, they are all the handiwork of these people that are against people of Allah and the Prophet. So it's Tawad alayhim shaitan. Because if Satan takes charge of you, the first thing is they will forget the remembrance of Allah. Somebody is calling Allah, you say no, you should leave the mosque. They sat down, and you are hearing the Quran say, "Waman azlam mimman mana'a masajid Allah an yuzkara fiha ismuhu." Who is more unjust than the one that debars people from the mosque of Allah, that they should call his own name, the name of Allah? Those that are doing wazifa, for God's sake, whose name are they calling? Are they calling their father's name or the name of Allah? The name of Allah. And you are in enmity with it because Satan has taken possession of you. For now, you have forgotten that this name they are calling is the name of Allah. If the Prophet is there sitting down and you can see him, will you go and tell people calling the name of Allah to stop calling the name of Allah? Let us be very careful. So the first thing Satan did is to make them to forget the remembrance of Allah. When somebody calls him and says, stop calling him, who asked you to say it like that? Then Ulaika, Allah is saying, do you know these people? Hizbu Shaitan. They are the parties of Satan. What is a party? What is Hizbu? Hazaba is for something to disturb you, to make you to be troubled. The incident that when Prophet something disturbs him, he gets up and starts salah, praying to Allah. Makes ablution immediately and salah, because that's his own party. So whatever bothers you, a party that you are in, they have their own mission. They have their own objectives. They have their own destination. Any party. So when you are there, that's what is supposed to disturb you. What do they want to achieve? And it will always make you to be blind to any other achievements. That's why when you are seeing the politicians, they say, come and join us. When you join them, you must make their own mission your mission. You must make their own objective your objective. If not, you are not in that party. If the objective of the party is that everybody should go and fall down at the knee of the leader, you have to do it. There is this Arabeshola that was a minister. He said they did some things in politics that they have to keep asking Allah's forgiveness for the rest of their life, because they took some people to the gods. This is what he said, pa. Because if that is their objective, you fall into it. That's why these people that you see are in enmity to Muslims. They are in a party that the mission of that party is to be in enmity to Muslims. They will tell you cannot do the Maulid of Prophet, but they will come and tell you they want to do the Maulid of Ibn Taymiyyah. They want to remember Ibn Taymiyyah. Who is Ibn Taymiyyah? He's a Muslim like you. Whatever he achieves, you can achieve better than him. Anything any Muslim want to achieve in Islam, you can achieve it. With what? With fear of Allah. With fear of Allah. And with goodness. If you fear Allah and you try to do excellence and go to the position of Islam, there is no position you can't achieve in Islam. You can achieve it. As long as that position is open for everybody. You can't be a prophet, of course. So don't enter any party that you don't know what the party is all about. Don't go and belong to a group. You don't know what that group is all about. If you come to a group and you say, I want to belong to this group, they say, okay, what you will do, morning and evening, you'll be calling the name of Allah. You'll be making it sifat, you'll make it salati. Any day you don't do those things, you're not in that party again. If you come to a people, they say, we want you to go against any Muslim you see doing this. Anytime you're not going against Muslims, you're no more in that party again. And the party of Satan, wallahi, Allah said it, they are the losers. Because they will soon find out that they are wrong. They will take another strategy, they are wrong. They will take another strategy, they are wrong. What they said yesterday is not what they are saying today. What they are saying today is not what they will say tomorrow. Go and watch any party that you see in this world. Any party that you see has not changed its manifesto from beginning of the day is the party of Islam. When you come to Islam, they ask you, first 5 pillars. Shahadatan la ilaha illallah, wa anna Muhammadur Rasulullah, wa iqam salat, wa ita'i zakat, wa sawm Ramadan, wa hajj al-bayt. It has not changed. If it is the Sufi path, they will tell you it has not changed. Like Tariqat Tijani, they will tell you, you make lazim morning and evening, istighfar, salatu al Prophet, la ilaha illallah. In the evening, same thing. You make wazifa, you make zikr of Jummah. It has not changed. These other people, what they said was bid'ah yesterday, changed tomorrow, not to be bid'ah again. Because they have never been with Allah. If you are with Allah, Allah does not change. Why should your statement change? Look at these parties in Nigeria. You used to have NPC, NCNC, Action Group. Then later you came to have a NEPU. All it's changing. It's changing. Then you now have APC. You now have PPP. You now have whatever you want to have. All of them, you see, they are changing. Because all these parties are parties of Satan. All of them. That's why whenever Muslims are saying, go and be a politician, I have no problem if anybody wants to be a politician. Because it's a profession and a noble one. But I have an example to give you. There is a noble man that wanted to start politics in Nigeria. He's called MD Yusuf. What he did was to start his own party. Go and start your own party. Don't go and belong to people's party. You don't know what they are doing. They are his with Satan. You go and be among them. MD Yusuf said, I will start my party. This is what I want my party to do. To look after the poor, to look after this, to look after this. He stood, he couldn't succeed, but at least he started his party and he was in charge of it. You can't go to some people's party and they are in charge of you. Tomorrow they will go and have alliance with Israelites, enemies of Allah, the Yahud. And the next surah is going to tell us about these enemies of Allah, who they are. Tomorrow they go and have alliance with enemies of Allah, these Americans. And you are in that party. And you have entered the party. What are you going to do? You tell Allah you're not part of them? We are in Nigeria. Whatever the government of Nigeria does, we don't have a choice because we are in Nigeria by birth. But you chose yourself to go and be in a party. And that party, you don't have control of it. If you say you are a politician and you want to play politics, start your own party. Go and register your party. Even if it's a small party and it's only one local government, it can be there. So may Allah save us. Allah inna hizba shaitan hum al-khasirun. For sure, the party of Satan, Allah said they are the losers. Wallahi, they are the losers.
إن الذين يحادون الله ورسوله أولئك في الذلين كتب الله لأغلبن أنا ورسلي إن الله قوي عزيز.
إن الذين يحادون الله ورسوله أولئك في الأذلين كتب الله لأغلبن أنا ورسلي إن الله قوي عزيز. إن الذين يحادون الله ورسوله, those that take to a path other than the path of Allah. When you say yuhaduna, that's separating. You are on one side, the other person is on the other side. إن الذين يحادون الله ورسوله, those that take to another path other than the path of Allah and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. These people, ulaika, these people, fil azallin, they are in humiliation. You are not with Allah, you are in humiliation already. Kataballahu la aglibanna ana wa rusuliya. Allah has already written down before the world was created, before you even came to this world, la aglibanna, I shall overcome, I shall defeat. Ana, myself, wa rusuli, and my messenger. Know this, inna Allah, for sure, Allah, qawiyyun, is powerful. As he is mighty. He is not someone that has temporary power. He is powerful and mighty. He is continuous. That's why, go back, look at efforts that have been made to destroy Islam. Where are these efforts today? Islam is now in their own country. They came to our country over 100 years ago. When they come to colonize, they went into Sokoto. They were seeing books written on philosophy, on geography, on town planning. At that time, people like Abdullah bin Fodio wrote books on town planning. People like bin Fodio wrote books on philosophy. Abdullah bin Fodio. People like Dantapa wrote books on geography that Clapperton himself took to assist him in navigating West Africa. But they were in one place. When they saw this, these people are taking this knowledge, this deep knowledge from where? They said, no, they are Muslims. They put down danger. They went and around Borno, they find children writing Quran from their hearts. What are these children writing? On slate, they say, Quran. From where? I said, from their heart. Can they speak Arabic? No, they can't speak Arabic. Are they Arabs? No, they are not Arabs. And they are memorizing the Quran and they carry it from their heart. He said, yes, danger. Whether you like it or not, whatever tribe you want to be, the earliest civilized people in this country are the Kanuris. Nobody today can say, count his father, one, my father, grandfather, great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather, up to 6, that are literates except somebody who is a Kanuri. For over 1,000 years, Their kingdom has documentation, minutes of their meetings. Whereas by the time the white man came to this country, some people are still wearing only pants and going to the farm. Most part of Nigeria, apart from these areas I've talked about, don't even have toilets in their houses. They go to steam for their toilets. I met it with my eyes. That's why when the enemy of Islam want to come, they know if they don't defeat Islam, they cannot take over Africa. What do? They go to Sokoto. They plan their homosexuality. They get their own people to support them. Then they are now bringing bombs. They are now bringing children that most of them are bastards to come and fight, and they said they are Fulani kidnappers. They are bastards. They now go to Kanuri. They now bring Boko Haram. They say they want to repair religion. And these are offshoots of Wahhabism. Because they believe that if they want to defeat Islam in the whole of Africa, if they start with Algeria, they come to Borno, they come to Sokoto, they go to Sudan, then they have finished. Till today, this is their mission. But Allah will not grant them success. Let us continue to do what we are doing. Let's continue our zikr. Let's continue our istighfar. Allah will send us His blessings to give us His protection. Let's be reciting our Quran. Allah will grant us His protection. That's why you find today, Sokoto is the first place that they will want to bomb. Huh? You said you want to come and kill, to save Christians. From who? Christians in Sokoto, they have their churches. They are living in peace in Sokoto. In Borno, they have their churches. They are living in peace in Borno. Where they are not living in peace is in their own hometown. Christians are having problems in Plateau and in Benue, in their own hometown. Why? Because of their own enmity to themselves and to people that are surrounding them. They turn it into a religious crisis. Go to Kaduri, go to Borno. If everybody will go back into history, this governor that is there now, Zulum, there was a day he was going to supervise schools to find out if people are reporting on time. One of the schools he went and he found out the first teacher to come was a Christian woman that he gave money to and later promoted her. In Borno here. But you say people don't like Christians. You gather people, go and tell them, may Allah curse these people doing it. All of them, may Allah curse them. Don't come and tell lies to us. Anywhere you find that Christians are in enmity with other people, it is their own land. But in Muslim lands, Christians are living there in peace. It's because they are saying that we don't want anybody in our land. That's why they have problem. Where Muslims are not saying leave our land. In Zaria here, look at ABU, look at churches. Go to Zaria, go to Usasa, look at churches. Go to Kanu, go to Brigade, go to Sabungeri, look at churches. Look at Christians. Look at Igbo people that are almost all of them are Christians. Look at their commerce going on. You come and tell us that these people that are with these people, they are evil, they are enemies of Satan, and they are going to lose. All of us, let us do that. Let's be very careful the party we enter. Let's be very careful who we align with. Allah is telling us here. إن الذين يهادون الله ورسوله أولئك في الأذلين كتب الله لأغلبن. Allah said, I will win this war. Ana wa rusuli, me and my messenger. Inna Allah qawiyyun aziz. Allah is powerful. He is mighty. It's very long. Okay. May Allah forgive us. No question, bro. May Allah forgive all of us. Everybody, we are now in the last 10 days. Today is 25th of Ramadan. People should try to give a lot of sadaqah. People should try to do a lot of zikr. Wake up midnight, call to Allah. These zikr that some people have been making day and night. You too, come and start making it every night now. Make a lot of istighfar. Don't count it. Just do as many thousands as you can do. Make salati on the Prophet. Don't count it. Make as many thousands as you can do. Just do it because of the love of the Prophet. And be saying La ilaha illallah. In your mind, nothing is worth worshipping but Allah. And then do a lot of nafila that you can do. If it's 8 rakah, fine. 6 rakah, fine. 4 rakah, fine. 11, fine. 20, fine. 100, fine. Do it well. Whichever one you do, Allah will accept it. May Allah accept all our work. May Allah make us to be among those emancipated in this month. May Allah grant us the love of the Prophet ﷺ. May Allah grant us to be among the parties of the Prophet ﷺ. May Allah distance us from the parties of Satan. May Allah distance us from the enemies of Islam and Muslims. May Allah humiliate the enemies of Muslims. May Allah crush all of them. May Allah protect our country for us. May He protect us from all these bandits. May He protect us from all these Boko Harams. May He protect us from even these evil politicians. Those that are politicians that are beggars in the garb of religion. May Allah destroy all of them for us. May Allah protect us from evil diseases. All these diseases that are going on, may Allah take it away from us. May Allah bring protection to our families. May Allah grant us success in our studies, in our families, in our children. May Allah reward all our ulama. These ulama that are giving us these teachings, may Allah reward them. May Allah make us with the strength to be able to follow them correctly. May Allah ta'ala reward the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He rewards Sahabat. May He make us to live this word with La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Salat al-Fatih. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rahman Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in.